When you land on the Theatre4Youth website, you'll see in the top right hand corner an option to log in or register. If you haven't already registered, click register and you'll be offered the choice of registering as a school or registering as a theatre. This video will cover both of those. If we load the register as a school page, you'll see there's a little notice to remind you that if you're a drama or acting school that only offers theatrical training, you should register as a theatre company. The school's registration is really only for schools that offer a proper formal education or educare centres, etc. Similarly, if you register as a theatre, you may or may not see a notice reminding you that you should be a member with the Acetage first. You need to be a paid member of the site in order for your theatre to appear on the Theatre4Youth website. If you don't see that message, don't worry, it means we came up with a solution. But if you're not a member, please do go and sign up with them first. Moving on, you'll see the registration form for both schools and theatres are virtually identical. The only difference really is the school name on the one and theatre company name on the other. But it does make a difference which registration form you use, because if you accidentally sign up as a theatre when you should be a school, you won't be able to add any of your school details like the number of learners you've got and what languages you teach in. And similarly, if you accidentally register as a school when you should be a theatre, you won't be able to add your productions and production details like playwright, director, run times, and who your target audience is, etc. On to the actual form, it's pretty straightforward. First name, last name, cell phone, landline, etc. The only things that are absolutely required are username, email, and password, but the rest of the information is very useful to the Theatre4Youth staff if we have to get hold of you, if your email's bouncing for some reason. Some kind of contact detail for you is very helpful to us. In particular, it's quite important to make sure your email address is accurate, because if you've forgotten your password, that is the email where your password reset link will be sent. The other important note is to choose a username based on your school name or your theatre company name and not on your own personal name. So no, for example, Joe Soap 1972, rather go with something like Westville Primary School or ABC Acting Company. And the reason I suggest this is because you may not be the person who's managing this in 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years' time. So where your school or your theatre company name might not change, the person who logs into this might, and a personal name will, it's just confusing. So we'll fill out this form with some imaginary information. And we'll click the I'm not a robot spam capture system. Normally the tick turns green straight away, but if Google's a little suspicious, it'll ask you for a picture challenge, in which case you just follow the instructions in the blue box. In this case, click all the squares with street signs and then verify. And once you see the green tick, you can click Get Started. And if your registration is successful, you will see this green tick and a message your account has been successfully created, and then you should just check your emails, which will give you your login. Now we'll do the same thing for the school's registration page. We'll fill in some random information, tick I'm not a robot, click all the squares that have cars in them, keep going until there are none left, and click verify. Green tick, I'm not a robot, yay, and get started. And if you scroll up, there's the green tick and the success message with a link to log in and a reminder to check your email account. That's all there is to registering on Theatre4Youth.